The family of Nolan Wells confirms that the body found is their son.
Authorities in Mississippi have located a body they believe likely belongs to a teen missing since the 4th of July.
It's July 4th. You're on a boat heading to Horn Island, Mississippi. The water is calm. The music is loud. Everyone is laughing. One of the people on that boat is Nolan Wells. He's a teenager from Ocean Springs. He's spending the holiday the way you'd expect, with his friends on the water celebrating. By the end of that day, Nolan is missing. 2 days later, his body is found on the island's shore. That's the part everyone already knows. What you don't know is what happened in between. Here's what I promise you. First, you're going to hear directly from the friends who were with him that day in their own words. Second, you're going to see exactly what's confirmed and what's still just speculation laid out side by side. If you want the full timeline broken down piece by piece, hit subscribe now because this case is still developing. For days, Nolan's friends stayed quiet. No statements, no interviews, just silence while the internet filled in the blanks for them. That silence just ended. This week, his best friend finally spoke. So did another close friend, one who had warned Nolan hours before he disappeared to be careful. You're going to hear exactly what they said. But first, you need to understand what actually happened on that island, because the sequence of events is where this story gets complicated. Let's build the timeline. Not the rumors, not the theories, just what's actually been confirmed. This is Promise 1 delivered. Nolan traveled to Horn Island by boat with a group of friends. It's a small island, about 10 miles off the Mississippi coast. A popular spot for locals on the 4th of July. The group spent the day the way you'd expect, swimming, drinking, celebrating. Multiple friends confirmed they last saw Nolan around 4 p.m. Now here's where it gets murky. Some reports, and I want to be clear, these are reports, not confirmed facts, describe some kind of altercation among the group before Nolan went missing. One witness docked nearby claims she saw tension play out on the boat itself. We don't know what that altercation was about. We don't know who was involved. That detail has not been confirmed by police. What we do know is this. Nolan wasn't reported missing while the group was still on the island. He wasn't reported missing while they were packing up to leave. He was reported missing after the group got home. Think about that gap. Hours pass between the last confirmed sighting and the moment anyone alerts authorities. 2 days later, his body is recovered on the island shore. An autopsy is scheduled. Jackson County Sheriff John Levitt addressed the case directly. The case will be handled like any other case with a thorough investigation. That's the official line. Standard procedural. But it doesn't answer the question everyone's asking. Why did it take that long for anyone to notice Nolan was gone? Here's the question at the center of this whole case. Why did the group leave the island without Nolan? And why did it take so long to report him missing? This week we finally got an answer from his best friend Javon Williams. Javon spoke to local outlets at the boat dock, the same dock where officials brought Nolan's body back. According to Javon, he was supposed to ride on the same boat as Nolan. That boat filled up. He ended up on a different one instead. Pause. Javon confirms he saw Nolan on the island that day. He says the two of them exchanged a quick, emotional moment before splitting up. He last saw Nolan around 4 p.m., the same time frame other friends confirm, reportedly with a girl, among the wider group. Here's a detail that stands out. Javon says he left his phone on the same boat as Nolan's phone. He didn't retrieve it until later before heading home. Pause. That's Javon's account in full. But notice what it doesn't explain. It doesn't explain the reporting delay. It doesn't explain why no one raised the alarm sooner. So let's separate fact from speculation. 5 things clearly labeled. 1. Confirmed. Nolan was last seen around 4 p.m. 2. Confirmed. He wasn't reported missing until the group returned home. 3. Reported, not confirmed. An altercation took place before he went missing. 4. Confirmed. His body was found 2 days later on the shore. 5. Unconfirmed. Any cause of death. That's still pending. That last point matters more than any theory online. Nothing here proves wrongdoing, but nothing here fully explains the gap either. And that gap is exactly what's fueling every theory you've seen in your feed. Right now, here's where this case stands. The investigation is ongoing. The autopsy results are still pending. The sheriff's office has committed to a full, thorough review. Online, the theories keep multiplying. Some point to the altercation reports. Some point to the reporting delay. None of it is confirmed. We're not going to pretend we have answers we don't have. That's not what this channel is about. What we do know is this. Nolan Wells was somebody's best friend. Somebody's son. Somebody who texted back, "I got you," and meant it. Right now, his family is waiting for answers the same way you are. So I'll ask you directly, what do you think actually happened on Horn Island that day? What questions do you still have? Subscribe now, because the moment autopsy results or new statements come out, we'll be the first to break it down for you, piece by piece, fact by fact.